The countdown is on to the opening day of the State Fair of Texas. Gates open Friday, and not only will we finally get to see the new and improved Big Tex, it is also a great opportunity to learn about livestock, which of course is a very big part of Texas culture. And joining me now is Daryl Real, who's here to talk about the youth livestock auction and some of the other agricultural programs you can see this year. So first, is the auction the most popular agriculture event?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so what does that mean exactly? What happens with the auction?
Well, the kids from all across the state, 4-H and FFA members, bring their animals to Dallas, the projects that they've been working on for 3 to 6 months, and they compete. And about the top 12% or so make it into the youth livestock auction, and that's where the payout is.
Yeah, they can make a lot of money with this, right? I mean, what's the largest amount you've heard of?
Well, the top prize is the Grand Champion steer, and last year went for $104,000.
Wow, that's great money. Do most use it for college?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, what are some of the other things that people can take advantage of if they go to the fair and they'd like to see some of these programs?
Well, one of our new, really neat things having to do with animals this year is the ostrich races.
Oh, that sounds exciting. How do you get ostriches to race?
It's quite difficult, but we've got some guys that do a great job. These jockeys are fairly talented.
Jockeys,
yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Well, there are all kinds of exhibits and demonstrations. Tell us about some of the other things you can do throughout the fair, because they happen all throughout the day.
Yes, ma'am. We have animals all 24 days of the fair, and one of the really neat programs that we've put together, it's an educational exhibit. It's called Big Tex's Barnyard, and it's a great way for people to learn how food comes from the farm and gets to your plate.
That's pretty good. Now, there's also an Ag Awareness Day?
Yes, ma'am. On Tuesday, October the 8th, is Agriculture Awareness Day at the State Fair, and it's meant to show people how agriculture affects your daily life.
Things you don't always think about, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am. And really focusing on how technology is implemented in agriculture and how farmers and ranchers use this technology in order to produce a wholesome and safe food supply.
So there's really a lot of education involved in these events.
Very much so.
So for people who've never really stopped by any of the agriculture programs, what would you suggest as the first thing they do and how to space out their day?
Well, one thing that needs to be on your list is a barn tour. If you've never been through the animals, there's guided livestock tours, and they begin in Ag Power Plaza, and that we have a tour guide which will take you on about a 45-minute tour through all the barns and show you about all of the educational and all the agriculture activities that we have going on that particular day.
Fantastic. So there's a lot more than corn dogs and midway rides
at
the State Fair. Thanks so much for joining us, Daryl.
Thank you, ma'am.
One more reminder, the State Fair opens in 4 days. That's Friday. The fair runs until October 20th.